Don't try and trick me now, because I'm not going to play this game. Delete that bit. John, can you just delete it, please?
She has no title, no duchess. She's been branded infamous. She's been exiled from the palace. And Sarah Ferguson has absolutely nothing left to lose. The days of staying quiet are over. Now, she's finally ready to play, but her target isn't King Charles. It's not palace politics. She knows exactly who to keep close and who to bring down. Her sights are set on one person, Meghan. Yes, that Meghan, Meghan Markle. For months, the royal question was simple. Could Prince Andrew, if pushed too far, do a Harry? Could he flee the country, write a book, and burn the monarchy to the ground? Insiders say yes, but they were looking at the wrong person. The real threat was always Sarah. The clock is ticking. It's October 2025. The walls are closing in on Fergie and Prince Andrew. King Charles has reportedly made his decision. The Royal Lodge? It's no longer their home. The titles, the prestige she clung to for decades.
Is there a risk that Andrew, if pushed too far, could do a Harry, move abroad, write a book and destroy the royal family?
Yes, I mean, that's always been the concern. I think it's more likely to come from Sarah than from Andrew, and I think it's more likely to be done through a cutout as well.
It's gone. The income streams that kept her afloat, severed. The publishing deals, vanished. And every severed tie, every vanished deal traces back to one single haunting name, Jeffrey Epstein. Those emails, those connections, those years of denial, they have finally caught up. They are being isolated, pushed out into the cold. As of now, there is no public confirmation of these details, but this is where the plot takes a jaw-dropping turn. Fergie isn't aiming her fire at the king. She's not targeting William or Kate. Insiders claim she is setting her sights on someone who thought they were untouchable. Someone who made one fatal, calculated mistake. Ghosting Fergie when she needed help the most. Meghan Markle. And if the explosive rumors are true, Fergie knows things. Secrets that could unravel the entire, carefully constructed narrative the Sussexes built their brand on. We're talking about the real story. How Meghan really entered the royal circle. The murky waters before she was famous. We're talking about the yacht party rumors. Let's rewind the tape. March 2017, a small exclusive wedding in Jamaica. One of Harry's closest friends is getting married. Harry reportedly flew premium economy, standard for him back then. But Meghan, she arrived in serious style. A private jet. But it wasn't Harry's jet. It was a friend's jet. A friend, it's claimed, connected to one man, Marcus Anderson, the highly influential gatekeeper of Soho House. The man who seemed to have his hand in every major social connection Meghan made. Now, this is the kicker. It wasn't just Harry and Meghan at that wedding. Word is, Prince Andrew was there. Princess Eugenie was there. And so was Sarah Ferguson. All of them, together, in one tiny, intimate Jamaican chapel. Not some vast cathedral. A small room where everyone saw everyone. This was not, as critics point out, a random introduction. The social networks, the connections, they were allegedly overlapping long before Harry ever proposed. But that Jamaica wedding wasn't all. There are the other swirling rumors. The whispers that just won't die. The yacht rumors. Claims that before Suits made her a star, Meghan allegedly attended ultra-luxury yacht parties in the Mediterranean. These weren't just boat trips. These were, reportedly, exclusive events where powerful, wealthy men invited beautiful women to join them. Now, here is why these rumors have stuck. The alleged connections. Meghan's close friend, Marcus Anderson, the connector. Ron Burkle, who owned yachts and hosted these exact kinds of events. And of course, Prince Andrew, Sarah Ferguson's ex-husband. A man accused of attending very similar parties. Let's be very clear. Being near someone or at the same event does not prove anything sinister. Of course not. But the speculation is electric. The question is whether Fergie, through her own proximity to Andrew and this elite party circuit, might know the truth. Does she know if these rumors about Meghan have any fire behind the smoke? Could Andrew have crossed paths with Meghan at these parties, years before she ever met Harry? Could he have been at events where Meghan was also present? If that's true, it would explain everything. It would explain why Fergie allegedly has such detailed knowledge. She wasn't just hearing rumors. She might have witnessed it. Firsthand. What do you think? Is this all just jealous gossip? Or could Fergie really have seen something? Now, fast forward. The explosive Oprah interview 2021. Meghan says something that most people just glossed over. She mentions she and Princess Eugenie were already friends before she ever dated Harry. Not acquaintances, friends. These weren't surface-level interactions. These were established relationships. So the question is obvious. How does an American TV actress become genuine, established friends with a British princess before meeting the prince? This is where Sarah Ferguson becomes a ticking time bomb for Meghan. Fergie knows the timeline. She knows the social circles. She was there. But here's the twist. Years ago, Fergie went on record. She claimed she never met Meghan before the wedding. Ever. That was the official, clean story. But something reportedly has shifted. Speculation is now rampant. With her back against the wall, sources claim Fergie is changing her tune. She's reportedly considering the one thing the palace fears most, a tell-all book. Royal commentators claim King Charles is terrified. He knows she could expose decades of secrets. No public confirmation on this, of course, but Fergie is not stupid. She knows going after Charles or William is a one-way ticket to permanent exile. It would be total destruction. But Meghan is a different story. Meghan is the one target Fergie could reportedly expose without burning every bridge that matters. In fact, the whispers claim certain people inside the royal circle might welcome it. They might even quietly encourage it. Think about the strategy. It's brilliant. The firm has been battered by Harry and Meghan's accusations for years. Oprah, the Netflix series, Spare. Every revelation designed to make the institution look cruel and racist. But what if? What if someone with insider knowledge could flip that script? Is this a smart move for the palace, letting Fergie do the dirty work? Or is it a reckless gamble that could backfire? That is leverage. That is value. And Fergie, desperate for a home, for income, for relevance, might see this as her only way back in. Reports claim she reached out to Meghan multiple times. She wanted help, and Meghan ghosted her, cut her off completely. Now, on the surface, that looks smart. Distancing from Epstein, distancing from baggage. But this is where Meghan may have made a fatal miscalculation, because Fergie and Meghan have everything in common. Both outsiders, both accused of social climbing, both faced intense media scrutiny, both left under a cloud of controversy. The difference? Fergie has been playing this ruthless game for 40 years. She knows the number one rule. In royal circles, your secrets are only safe as long as people benefit from your silence. The moment you're a liability, those secrets become currency. And Meghan just made Fergie a liability, without checking what currency she was holding. So what exactly is in Fergie's arsenal? What does she really know? First, the Soho House connection. Marcus Anderson was central to Meghan's life. He was also close with the York family. He was the bridge. Fergie was adjacent to all of it. Second, the Jamaica wedding. Fergie was there. She saw the body language. She saw who talked to who. She saw how comfortable Meghan already was in a world that should have been foreign. Tom Bower's book even described Meghan at that wedding as acting like royalty. That implies preparation. Third, those Mediterranean parties. If Fergie or Andrew witnessed Meghan in those exclusive circles, it shatters the narrative of a chance encounter. It suggests intentional positioning. And fourth, the big one, the Eugenie friendship. If Fergie facilitated or even just witnessed that friendship before Harry, the entire blind date story crumbles. It suggests calculation. It suggests planning. Does this mean Meghan did anything wrong? No, not at all. People network. People are ambitious. That is not a crime, but it does contradict the official story, the story they told the world. And that contradiction is what gives Fergie all the power. The Sussex brand is built on one thing: authenticity. They are the truth tellers, the victims who escaped the machine. If Fergie can prove that key parts of their origin story were curated, were strategic, were not authentic, it undermines everything. It makes people question what else wasn't exactly as it was presented. And here is the checkmate. Meghan can't fight back. If Fergie publishes and Meghan denies it, she has to answer the other questions. Why was she friends with Eugenie? What about the Jamaica wedding? She'd have to call multiple people liars, opening a brand new investigation. It is a strategic nightmare. And Fergie knows it. You see, Fergie is in the ultimate position of power. Nothing to lose. She's being evicted. She's lost her prestige. She's infamous. She is isolated, she is angry, and she is reportedly desperate. And history has shown us one thing. Desperate people with insider knowledge do not stay quiet. The speculation, and there is no public confirmation of this, is that Fergie is negotiating. Not just with publishers, with palace officials. King Charles may want to pay for silence. But William reportedly doesn't care. He's clean. He's pushing back against any deals. And that's what makes Meghan the perfect bargaining chip. If Fergie aims her book at Meghan, everyone wins. Fergie gets a target that won't get her exiled. The palace gets to push back on the Sussex narrative with clean hands. And publishers get a scandal that will sell millions. Let's be honest, if this book comes out, are you buying it? Or is it just petty revenge? Meghan, for her part, has gone dead silent. No statements. No acknowledgements. She is banking on one strategy, that ignoring Fergie will make her go away. That Fergie won't risk what little she has left. But that strategy makes one fatal assumption. It assumes Fergie still has something left to protect. And right now, it looks like she doesn't. The irony here is almost poetic. Meghan positioned herself as the outsider, mistreated by the system. Fergie lived that reality for decades. Meghan leveraged her story into a media empire. Fergie is now considering doing the exact same thing. They are cut from the same cloth. Strategic, ambitious, media savvy. The only difference? 40 years of experience. And Meghan just underestimated her. As of right now, let's be clear, nothing is confirmed. No book deal has been announced. No publisher has gone on record. No palace insider has confirmed any negotiations. But the speculation is everywhere. The whispers are growing louder. The circumstances all point in one direction. Picture it. Sarah Ferguson, stripped of her titles, sitting in a home she's about to be evicted from. Watching the world label her infamous, while a younger woman who played the exact same game gets to be a Hollywood power player. That is not a situation that inspires silence. That is a situation that inspires revenge. And if these rumors are true, if Fergie really can prove the official story doesn't add up, then Meghan's past isn't just coming back to haunt her. It's coming back with receipts. In that world, there are no permanent friends. Only permanent interests. For 40 years, it was in Fergie's interest to stay quiet. But that calculation has just changed. And when calculations change, secrets stop being protected. They become weapons. Maybe Meghan should have taken the call. Maybe she should have helped when Fergie reached out. Because now, standing alone with no titles, no palace, and no future, Fergie is the most dangerous person Meghan could possibly have as an enemy. We don't know what she knows. Not really. We don't know if the book will ever be published. We don't know if the palace will intervene or just cheer from the sidelines. But we know one thing for sure. When an insider feels cornered, betrayed, and abandoned, they talk. And when they talk about someone who built an empire on a carefully curated story, the foundations begin to crack. Meghan's past isn't just coming back. It's about to explode. All because, allegedly, she ghosted the one person who knew exactly how this game is played. This is a ticking time bomb. So the question is, who are you siding with? Is Fergie entitled to her revenge, or is this a desperate, petty move? And more importantly, do you believe Meghan's blind